MMTs, we had a couple of nice, beautiful buy. One is on our human genome, 60,000 share purchase at 25.15, took it to $2 million money flow. The USO, which is right here, but let's see what the money flow is on the USO. Minus 36 million. There was some profit taking because we'd already did this chart, MMTs. We know what that's about. Let me grab another money flow. The money flow was very bad. What we'd like to highlight is there was some profit taking here. This is a big breakout there. So let's get over to Google where there was a big buy and sell. 125,000 shares at 610.21 pennies. Okay. So there was some big money blocks that did come out. And if you take a look at the bull here today, the bull didn't have a good day, down 16.20 handles. That bull is working off that pathetic overbought percent DS on a weekly and monthly chart. That's what the public looks like. Then they got the headline to go with it, and there it was. What a nice short. You make a lot of money going down. Okay, it had put in 52-week highs. As soon as I seen this one here put in 10-year highs, look at this one. Wow, this one had put in 10-year highs on the NASDAQ, I think, or I could be wrong, but I thought it was this one. And it got a little bit of a haircut today, $1.70, which equals 1.7 minus negative ratio. Let's take a look and see what some of the other ones were as far as money flow would go. Let's take a look at Apple computer. There it is. Whoa. If that's not negative money flow, $335,560. Wow. 666 on the end. $666. Right there's the print. 30.902, shares traded. So a lot of distribution in Apple. Okay. Let's take a look over here on the other side. Take a look at the price line money flow. And what do we have? Minus $33 million. Down $15.15. And the bull took a haircut. Needed to. It was too overbought. Like I said, they got the headline to go with it. What about that Amazon trade? What about that Amazon trade? Looks like that Amazon had a haircut here of about $66 million taking profit. 5.5 million shares traded. That's what we have going on. Okay. Watching those QQQs, that bull right here, this is the key. This works well with what? Apple computer. That's why it's down 16 handles. This was the biggest culprit of taking this bull down, this TQQQ. That's great when it's long. Oh, is it ever? And it's good when it's short. Today was a short day. They have not been around in the marketplace very often. It took a major event to cause that. And then a lot of interpretation and opinions follow thereafter, and that's what today was. But at SMF, we make a market, so as a market maker, we're right in the middle of all of that public transaction. And as they're making their public transactions, we're making a market in either direction. That's going long is up, and short is down. Doesn't matter which way it goes. And a primary example of that would be a trade today called NFLX, NFLX. And basically on a 3-minute level, today is February 22nd. This was at 10:54 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. The time right now is 1:06 p.m., 6 minutes after the closing bell. And today's date happens to be 2/22/2011. In our market maker platform, our IR was dropping like a rock, and we started to slime that bid, and we had a continuation. We could never ever close up above the SMF half bar on any of them. And we continued to stay weak, and we had that 369 bounce rollover Beethoven like always. Teeny up, teeny 1, 2, 3. How much was a teeny today? 44 cents. MMTs, tomorrow there's going to be teeny expansion. Okay? And these were the time zones. And inside of your platform, in your info panels here and down here, but these gauges as well, and the mini brain was telling you where the buyer and the seller was in the public transaction. That's what this does. It does all that and a lot more. The thing about it is your double diamond alerts and reversals were all right in play right here, right now. Then you consolidated the teenies and you walked the dog. How many teenies? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 teeny bounce in the brain. Price action. Then bam, and you came up, and then you had that late day, slide that SMF bar right here. That tells you what it is. And then down she went. And sliding half of that bar, and everything working right. And look at that IR just going down in your brain. You know that's this right here. When it descends and descends here, you descend in value. It's a market maker platform because basically the public failed here on that 3, 6, 9, 12 breakout, slide the bid half bar down ratio. That means short. That means short. That means long. I'm breaking higher. Everything is going in my direction. And that's how you're making a market between the public transaction. So you're always ahead of them because at each one of these teeny price action lines, that's where the moves are going to happen. Basically, they got to get on board on the buy side, volume that is, and continue their breakouts. Once that buyer's not there, there's your diamond alert right here, and there's your info panel. Slide the bid. Bam. See it? Bam. 3, 6, 9, 12 to the teeny line reversal. But sliding bids again, intraday. Price action weakness, and here you go again, torpedoing in the IR right here. And that's not all that hard to understand. And remember that for most new MMTs, today was your first wonderful left elbow gap down and walk the dog. And the left elbow gap downs came in the morning, and then late in the afternoon you did walk that dog up, and you had to sell it up here at the high. Bam. Look at, remember I tell you that the 3, 6, 9, 12 bounce with an immediate reversal next to the SMF bar right there in the info panel. Down you go, ratio. Down you go, I'm short. There's no waiting around either, MMT. You got to pull that trigger. And you have to pull it fast and furious. Because that's what you do, because that's the way that the money is going to print in the directional movement. That's the gift of making a market with the public. And that's what the platform's about. Tells you everything right here. It's all here, MMTs. So, directional price action movement one way. That was another way. So you had two good left sides on the short. And you had one day of walking, you had one side of the right side of the tape, as you can see here, when the starting IR was breaking out here, and then it continued to peak, you had that breakout there. And you had your diamond alerts right here. SMF Pro diamond alerts mean everything. Some are doubles. They all have a meaning, MMTs, and you know what they are. And so having said that and all, that's just a directional price movement, MMTs. Going long, going short, and making that money, because money's printing that way and the money was really printing this way. And how does it tell you? Once again, MMTs, it's all right here. All your answers are in here.